Welcome to Northwest Tracks. I'm Trevor Collins, your host. Indie music from Oregon and from Washington, interviews with the music makers, some show dates along the way, some weird news, and more. Wherever you get your podcasts, you reject the algorithms, and you be sure to follow me. Let's go.
You're listening to Northwest Tracks, you hear?
Hey, thanks for tuning in to the program. A little bit later, I'm going to be speaking with Mike Sebring. He's from Soundhouse Studios there in Seattle. Music on the way coming up from Forrest Stoke from Coffin Break. Right now, this is at a Volume Bomb from Portland, Oregon with Monty Vega and the theSittingShivas called Flash Bang Grenade. It's Northwest Tracks.
CIA and the FBI come creeping around my door each night, trying to play spy. My mother sang to me, better dead than red. Watch out for those G-men, they want to drink my wine like blood. The CIA and the FBI, they come creeping round my door each night, trying to play spy. The CIA and the FBI, they come creeping round my steal the words from your mouth and transpose an original tune. Shaking hands when the wild wind up, ambushing Bonnie and Clyde. No bigger gangster running cocaine from Asia, setting up coups inside your mind. CIA and the FBI, they come creeping round my door each night, trying to play spy. The CIA and the FBI, they come creeping round my door each night, trying to play spy. Green eyes in the night, radiating sights. Coke cans in the fallout shelter, and the radio telling us we're gonna be alright. Now it's getting late. Everybody has been warned. Pilots vainly pre-program all their favorite opera scores. CIA and the FBI, they come creeping round my door each night,
That is Coffin Break, Our World Now. And this is Northwest Tracks. Here in a bit, going to be speaking to Mike from Soundhouse Studios out of Seattle. Stay tuned for that. Till then, here's a fella I sure miss. This is Elliott Smith, Alphabet Town.
Alphabet City is haunted. Constantina feels right at home. She probably won't say you're wrong. You're already wrong. You're already wrong. And you threw up whatever she shot down. Said, show me around. This alphabet town. Said, show me around. There's a name you keep repeating. You got nothing better to do. You're with someone who'll hear you say it and just not mine. Her hand on your arm, her hand on your arm. She put her hand on your arm, told you her name you can't pronounce it. I'll show you around. It's Alphabet Town. I'll show you around. It's Alphabet Town. I know what you are. I just don't mind. I won't say you're wrong. I know what you want, and it's what I want. So let's go out. I'm ready to go out. I'll show you around. This alphabet town. I'll show you around. This alphabet town.
Struggling with a tricky project or tackling a DIY gone wrong? Sound Cedar Lumber are the local experts. Whether you're building a deck, replacing siding, or making repairs, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to guide you every step of the way. Turn that oops into a wow at prices that'll make you smile. When quality matters, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to turn your vision into reality. Conveniently located on the Anderson Road exit or visit soundcedar.com. Sound Cedar Lumber, building dreams one project at a time.
Become part of history and join over 1,000 existing members who support the historic Lincoln Theater. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive benefits like member-only pre-sales for advanced ticketed events, a $2 discount on general admission to all regular films and Lincoln Theater-sponsored events, and 10% off all concessions, plus exclusive offers at select local businesses with your Lincoln membership card. Your support helps keep film, live music, and theater performances vital in Skagit County. Visit lincolntheater.org to become a member or gift a membership today.
The kids today. These kids today. You've heard the critics. The kids don't read anymore. They're lost in cell phone brain drain. Come into Docking Bay 93 and see the exceptions. Docking Bay 93 is the home for board games, books, and graphic novels. Explore your imagination. Adventure, danger, and excitement awaits you in the world of science fiction and fantasy. Don't know where to start? Just ask the professional imagination engineers at Docking Bay 93 and dockingbay93.com.
Get your music from a DJ, not an algorithm. Northwest Tracks with Trevor.
But face it, you're a neo-maxi zoom dweeby.
Hey, that ain't nice. I'm Trevor. This is Northwest Tracks. You are listening to indie music from Oregon, from Washington. You can always catch me wherever fine podcasts are served. Make sure you follow me. I would really appreciate that one. Cut loose the algorithms. Get your music from a real live dude. This is Menomina. They're from Portland. This is called The Late Great Libido.
7 years to go. I've done it all with none to show. By now you think I'd ask myself, think I'd try to pin it down. It's almost over now. Whisper softly across your mouth. Last breath, then I'm finally done. You always make me feel so young. Now to
Right out of Northern Washington, Biff Got Killed. There's no fame in the cards. I'm Trevor. You are a fabulous studio audience. It's Trevor at nwtracks.com. Thanks for tuning in. You can get this program wherever you get your podcasts. Here's one from a Bellingham band called Checker Bloom. Kind of a funky disco number. Who is Michael?
Skulks, it skulks within the masses, preying on a lapse of good habits, preying on a lapse of good habits. He'll only feed on what you give him, biting the hands that's stoling our provisions. His aura skulks, it skulks within the masses, preying on a lapse of good habits. You can't be fooled by a good smiling debonair. He's in your skin, he's always there. You better bring that down to a light tone. Don't get a wonder who is Michael. He's there looking over your shoulder. That scratching wonder who is Michael. As you were, your wits about you. Says all he needs to know. He'll take those things you love, feed on them and feed on them and feed on them. Till you ain't whole. You better bring that down to a light tone. Don't get a wonder who is Michael. He's there looking over your shoulder. That scratching wonder who is Michael. You gotta make do. Don't let him break through. Don't get a trifle with good old Michael. You gotta make do. Don't let him break through. Don't get a trifle with good old Michael. It's 8:45, no getting cornered like some fool dead in the roses. The charm in his eyes look like a following light. You're wrong, dead wrong. Yeah. You better bring that down to a light tone. Don't get a wonder who is Michael. He's there looking over your shoulder. That scratching wonder who is Michael. You gotta make do. Don't let him break through. Don't get a trifle with good old Michael. You gotta make do. Don't let him break through. Don't get a trifle with who is Michael.
The kids today. These kids today. You've heard the critics. The kids don't read anymore. They're lost in cell phone brain drain. Come into Docking Bay 93 and see the exceptions. Docking Bay 93 is the home for board games, books, and graphic novels. Explore your imagination. Adventure, danger, and excitement await you in the world of science fiction and fantasy. Don't know where to start? Just ask the professional imagination engineers at Docking Bay 93 and dockingbay93.com.
Struggling with a tricky project or tackling a DIY gone wrong? Sound Cedar Lumber are the local experts. Whether you're building a deck, replacing siding, or making repairs, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to guide you every step of the way. Turn that oops into a wow at prices that'll make you smile. When quality matters, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to turn your vision into reality. Conveniently located on the Anderson Road exit or visit soundcedar.com. Sound Cedar Lumber, building dreams one project at a time.
Become part of history and join over 1,000 existing members who support the historic Lincoln Theater. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive benefits like member-only pre-sales for advanced ticketed events, a $2 discount on general admission to all regular films and Lincoln Theater-sponsored events, and 10% off all concessions, plus exclusive offers at select local businesses with your Lincoln membership card. Your support helps keep film, live music, and theater performances vital in Skagit County. Visit lincolntheater.org to become a member or gift a membership today.
You don't know my mind.
Hey, I would love to know what music you're listening to. Maybe you're a band with music. Go ahead and give me an email. It's trevor@nwtracks.com. Just a few more minutes, I'm going to be speaking with Mike from Soundhouse Studios. This is coming out of their studio, something they do where they bring a group of musicians that have never played together before, put them in a room, they give them some time to write and produce, and then they do a live production recording of it. This is called Playing with Strangers, number 4. This is Empty Matter. It's here on Northwest Tracks.
Always rearranging, phases changing, rearranging, strangers, faces, never will be trusted, and it's phases changing, rearranging, phases changing, always rearranging, strangers, faces, never will be trusted. With the web I weave and I fall into their clutches. It's dusted, drop flow, drop that with that cane dough. Take that, pronto, wax on presto, change yo. It's eyes tight, locked in, talkative for that top spin. Pop this, take that, tossing in all that toxin. It's locksmith, fry the brain, fry it all up, then fly away. Live forever, die today. Small divide and hot truth in the devil. Sail away, far away, never turn back, just turn away. Say sail away, far away, never turn back, just turn away. It's phases changing, always rearranging. Phases changing, always rearranging, and it's phases changing, rearranging. Strangers, faces, never will be trusted, and it's phases changing, rearranging, and it's phases changing, always rearranging. Strangers, faces, never will be trusted. With the web I weave, then they fall into my clutches like ha.
You're listening to Northwest Tracks, you hear?
When lethargy gets tired, and I keep trying to figure out what I wanna do. I wanna spend my days in a new place. What's gonna take? What's gonna change? La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da da da.
Honestly, no. Lethargy here on Northwest Tracks. They're going to be part of the Seattle Mini Fest coming up on the 17th. You can look that up wherever you get your informations from. I'm Trevor. We also heard Weep Wave in there doing Surrender. Here in just a minute, going to get back speaking with Mike from Soundhouse. Stay tuned.
Become part of history and join over 1,000 existing members who support the historic Lincoln Theater. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive benefits like member-only pre-sales for advanced ticketed events, a $2 discount on general admission to all regular films and Lincoln Theater-sponsored events, and 10% off all concessions, plus exclusive offers at select local businesses with your Lincoln membership card. Your support helps keep film, live music, and theater performances vital in Skagit County. Visit lincolntheater.org to become a member or gift a membership today.
Struggling with a tricky project or tackling a DIY gone wrong? Sound Cedar Lumber are the local experts. Whether you're building a deck, replacing siding, or making repairs, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to guide you every step of the way. Turn that oops into a wow at prices that'll make you smile. When quality matters, trust Sound Cedar Lumber to turn your vision into reality. Conveniently located on the Anderson Road exit or visit soundcedar.com. Sound Cedar Lumber, building dreams one project at a time.
The kids today. These kids today. You've heard the critics. The kids don't read anymore. They're lost in cell phone brain drain. Come into Docking Bay 93 and see the exceptions. Docking Bay 93 is the home for board games, books, and graphic novels. Explore your imagination. Adventure, danger, and excitement awaits you in the world of science fiction and fantasy. Don't know where to start? Just ask the professional imagination engineers at Docking Bay 93 and dockingbay93.com.
Okay. You're turned on and tuned in to Northwest Tracks with Trevor.
Hey, thanks for tuning in too. Music from Oregon, from Washington. You got me right here. There is so much great music coming out of Oregon and Washington. Sometimes we forget that the people behind the music, that's the engineers that are hanging out in the studios and doing all the fine tuning to make them sound fantastic. It does my heart good to share with you an interview that I did recently with Mike from Soundhouse Studios. Tell me a little bit about Soundhouse. Tell everybody a little bit about Soundhouse, because I'm from the Portland area originally, so I'm not as familiar with your studios.
Sure. It was built and opened in 1992. I think at that point it was the only studio in Seattle built from the ground up by Scotty Crane, and it's been Jack Gandino has been working out of there for a long time. He was there when I got the place in 2010.
How did you get into production, and not how did you become an owner, but what is your background in studio producing? A musician yourself, I understand, but
Yeah. Well, when I graduated from Michigan State with a telecommunications degree, and that just kind of happened because I was taking classes that I liked, and at one point they just said, "Hey, you need to pick a major." So I picked that because I had one class. It was an interesting class, and in that I kind of got introduced to film and video, and I was in a band, called 4 to 5 Dentists in college there, and they would complain because I'd be like, "Yeah, it kind of goes like this," and they'd say, "Mike, we can't hear what's going on in your head." So I bought a 4-track reel-to-reel so I could kind of put the ideas down. And that's kind of where it started. It's fascinating to me to have the different tracks and be able to put different things together. And I did that for a little while. When I moved to Seattle, I can't even remember the name of the place. It was in the basement of a music store on the Ave. I was kind of into just playing music. I was in a band called The Line for a while and using that 4-track reel-to-reel. And then at some point when things went digital, I was like, "Oh, I can afford to get back into this." So I started at home and recorded a bunch of bands in my home studio.
Now, 92 was a big year in Seattle rock and roll.
Yeah, Scotty was really into the heavy metal stuff. And he worked with a lot of bands from Vancouver, I think. But
sorry, go ahead.
I bought the Soundhouse in 2010.
Okay, but it's been there since 92.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, that Seattle sound, I was looking at your website, and one of the standouts is Brad and Sean Smith uh, recording there. And I'm not sure about Brad, but Sean Smith doing some. He used to perform with many of the one of my favorite voices. I play Brad still on my show. It was a side project of Stone Gossard
Oh, right, yeah.
of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I found a receipt right from Stone Gossard to Scotty that he had given at some point. I just found it in the basement somewhere. Our basement has this kind of a treasure trove of odds and ends of history.
I bet it does. So you were saying
Sure.
Soundhouse Studios, some of the greats that recorded there during those earlier days with Jack Endino, famously recording with Nirvana and many others.
Right.
And you came along in 2010. Had you been producing there when you bought it, or did you just step in and buy the place?
No, I was working out of my home studio.
Okay.
I was doing that stuff and working and learning a lot. And then, I felt confident enough that when I bought Soundhouse, I was doing work that came in the door. And so that was mostly what I did was work with bands that came to Soundhouse. Right.
Are you still working in studio nowadays at all?
Yeah. I'm a little, I tend to pick my projects more now. Because the long hours that I spent working on those heavy metal, thrashy, distorted guitars, I don't do that anymore. I mean, I work with the music, but I don't spend that kind of time anymore.
Sure. That's you have people to do that for you. I understand you've created something some time ago, and I was listening to some of it. The Playing with Strangers series.
Yeah.
Tell me about Playing with Strangers. What is it, and how did that come about?
How did that well, that came about because, I bought this studio and I was like, I'm going to have to do marketing and do all that stuff because it's a business. And after 2 or 3 months of doing the posts and all that stuff, I'd realize, oh, I haven't done this in a while. And I realized I wasn't really going to be able to do it. So I came up with this idea of Playing with Strangers, which was, I pick, 2 or 3 people who are not in the same band. That basically became the only rule, is nobody could be in the same band. And the idea was that they would come together, they'd be exposed to each other's audiences, they'd be exposed to the Playing with Strangers audiences. And what we do, especially in the beginning, kind of we'd meet on Wednesday night, set up for recording, maybe get an hour to sort of jam, check each other out, and then meet on Friday night and start writing and recording. And then all day Saturday night, we'd perform it live in front of an audience. And depending on what take was the best, it might be the live take, it might be the studio take that we ended up with. And sometimes it kind of changes a little bit in between. But that was the idea. And everybody really seems to like the idea. And it's really a pressure cooker though when you're in there, because you're trying to write and record 6 songs to perform, on Saturday night. But I had some really good stuff that's come out of it.
Yeah, when did that start approximately?
Oh man, 2012, I think maybe.
Is this something that you do regularly, every month or once a year, or?
In the beginning, I started going at it, and I think I did one every maybe 2 or 3 months for a while. But the post production, I got way behind. There's ends up being a lot of editing because it's not a perfect take. It's a lot of it's really kind of thrown together, and we're kind of hanging on by our skin of our teeth.
But in that much time from 2012, how many have you? These are full length releases, like a full length record or release?
They're EPs, really.
Oh, okay. And how many have you done in that much time? If you
10,
have the
10
number,
of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and at some point, my friend Joe Freeman was like, "Man, you got to keep this going," and I said, I'm glad you feel that way, but I'm kind of too busy. And he said, "Well, how about if I curate one?" And so he came in and he curated number 8, and it was super awesome. Katie Blackstock.
I was going to say, are there some names you can drop on who have been involved in these?
Well, Katie Blackstock was in Mazer. I don't know what happened. I just kind of looked around for them recently, and I don't know what happened to them, but they kind of looked like they were going to go someplace. But she's got a really awesome voice.
From Playing with Strangers, number 8. This is Colt Baby. Here, Northwest Tracks.
Searching for something, rhinestones or diamonds, long as it's shining, we don't mind lying to ourselves, to each other. Serpents making speeches, we suck like leeches, long as he's talking, we don't try or use our minds. We take his words and
Is that available online? Where can people find these? Does it have its own destination?
Yeah, just Google it's on Bandcamp, playingwithstrangers.bandcamp.com, and it's also there's a playingwithstrangers.com website. But it's if you can find it on Spotify, anywhere.
If I'm ever in Seattle, is there a way to get a ticket into one of those recordings?
Yeah, when we're doing it, I usually I think the last few times I put it on brown paper bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're still around.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, you certainly can, and I post it on the website.
Okay.
So,
well, thanks for your time, Mike. Thank you very much for talking with me, for being a guest on Northwest Tracks.
Thank you. It was fun. Thanks.
It's going to do it for another episode of Northwest Tracks. Wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you follow me there. Until next time, if you can't be good, try to be careful.
You're listening to The Local Show with Trevor.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.